Don't wonder, just ask us.
You were so great to my mom. I went up to my mom's to take care of her because she needed some help with her colonic, and boy, did I give her a colonic. She's a hoarder, and I went through her house. I threw out 2 VCRs, burnt out a shredder, 8 40-gallon bags of VCRs.
Tapes.
Got her a DVR with HD because she's had like eye operations, and got the HD TV, but not the HD box that goes with it. I called up Comcast. I mean, this whole thing was crazy. I just threw out stuff. The gardener there looked at me, like felt sorry for me. Like, you're not having a vacation.
But was it like the TV show, like when you watch Hoarders? Like, tell me you can't not watch that TV show.
Oh my God, I totally did. I made her watch it. She's like, I'm not this bad. I'm like, no, you're great. You're laughing. You want the help. Come on.
And then that secretly does. That's what you do, like when you're watching it, like with your spouse or something. Like, I'm like, how do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Like I use
throwing
that.
this out.
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel? My dog came back fat because my mom, all she did was feed him.
No, she's bribery. She's totally bribery.
Like grandma weight on this 3.5-pound dog.
I know. Yeah.
My boyfriend's like, he's heavy.
No, he's 3 pounds and 1 ounce. I mean, come on. He's still this big, her dog.
But hoarders, I mean, I impress myself, and the only people that really, really appreciate it are my mother, my father, and my maid. That have really seen how little I do. Because I don't clean, I just throw. I point, I throw, I don't clean.
I'm big, all right, here's my thing with that. I'm big with expiration dates. Like if the eggs say October 21st and it's October 20th at 11:59.
You're done.
I will know that while I'm in bed ready to sleep that I'm throwing those eggs away now.
Yes.
Yeah, like
All
I'm
people
an
do
expiration
after
date
days
guy.
if it's, the fridge. But
I couldn't hoard. I hate, it makes me crazy because you know what? It's also part of psychic development as well.
Yes.
So we can get into that
Get rid of the clutter.
And we can get it. Yeah, exactly. But let's get into a question. So we'll do that first.
All right. I'm Lauren Serafan.
I'm Angelo Eros.
Hi, Lauren and Angelo. I love the show and the advice. At the beginning of the year, I agreed to be friends with benefits in this relationship with a man that I hadn't seen or been with in 7 years. I just wanted no strings attached fun with him, and I thought he'd grown up in the time we'd been apart, so it would be no problem. I now know it was a very bad idea. He now says he will never see or speak to me again. This man is haunting me. I can't seem to let him go. Any help is appreciated.
This again is when you sometimes have sex with someone and the sex is so good, they kind of don't treat you great and you really miss them. It's tough, And I always think getting out of the friends with benefits box into no one ever marries that person.
Yeah, you never marry the friends with benefits, 1. 2, this is emotional hoarding.
Yes!
It is, because of all the feelings. Think about how many feelings you're putting into one package just to get it out. When
it's old cobweb, you're taking it down, you're turning it in the sun, you're looking at it.
I would say, you know what, what I'm picking up is, it's funny that we're speaking about hoarding. I'm seeing a vacuum cleaner, I'm seeing this whole, you need to clean your closets out. You need to throw away a lot of stuff that has to do with, well, no, this is a part of what actually, I think we had this conversation for a reason because it matches my reading. And that's usually how it goes. It's always creepy and weird, and I read as I'm going all day. I think that you need to throw away a lot of the garbage in your life, and you'll throw away him too. Yeah. And what is because of him. Now, I know it got weird and all that other stuff, but men are dicks because they have them. It's a simple math equation. It's hard, cold math. And, normally that would be an Egozilla response, but I'm channeling her right now.
Yes. But you know what? It's also, he's like, I'm not talking to you. Your response, don't let them see you sweat. You can cry later, but your response is, who's talking to you? Who asked you?
Who asked you a question? That's the best way to turn it around on. Yeah. Act like nothing ever happened. It's not going to happen. You don't know who he is. You don't have time for it. You have stuff to do. You're a biz gal.
Letting him see you pine? No, because that's that is a boner killer, like wood
right
killer.
Away. Wood killer. I say boner.
It's almost like it's like the 3 words or 4. We need to talk. Wood killer.
Yeah. I would say what you need to do is do a kind of holiday clean out. Do that little bit of extra stuff. It has to be symbolic. They're telling me you have to do something symbolic. There's something you haven't done, or you haven't thrown away, or you've collected, or it's time for you to get rid of. You have to offer it up. Is it your time, or is it something you're involved in, or a group of people that you just, you're like, you belong to this thing? It's kind of funny, but I'm seeing you giving up something. So give up your stuff, and I want to relate.
And give up the ghost of this guy, because he wasn't then. You said you thought he'd grown up. So 7 years ago, he wasn't any better. And guess what? He didn't grow up, because he kept going on his path. And people don't change like that.
Yeah.
We change, and it can change people around us. But people, if you're waiting for them to get on board, they never do. Because, they have their own thing going on, and you're just waiting for them. And you can't. You have to go forward.
Yeah, and when you have friends with benefits, you need to know that there are side effects.
And you both really, really have to be on board with the friends with benefits, not thinking, I can tweak it or this. It has to be when you, like, the friends with benefits, they'll call you up and go, hey, I'm coming into town. And you're like, well, I'm dating somebody. Their answer has to be, good for you. Like, maybe I'll even meet him. It can't be, what? You both have to really be on it. And often women, I think, lie about it, thinking they can change it.
They could change it, or that's why I want to tell you to do something symbolic, because a lot of times...
burn a t-shirt that smells like him.
Yeah, do whatever you have to do. That is that symbolic thing of, getting rid of. But I see you being a part of a group or helping other people out, and just like do it as a emotional send-off to him. Like, picture this.
And not even angry. It's just like, release.
Release it and get rid of it. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I would say.
Because you don't want friends with benefits. You have enough friends, and then it's always you being put in your place. It's like them reminding you, I'm not in love with you. Yeah, who wants to hear that? 2 words, not sexy. It's not you.
Yeah.
Hey, look how hot that chick is. And he says that after he's had sex with you. Yeah, no way.
You have to understand what it's like to take on a relationship of friends with benefits before you sign up. It's kind of like he was from your past. It kind of like...
You have to never want to be with this one.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, and you have inside jokes about it. The minute you take it personally, or you think it's different, the whole energy shifts, and now he has too much power, and he'll love it. He'll totally take advantage of it.
Yeah, and guys do that because the dick becomes Tyrannosaurus Rex, and you're Tokyo. So it's like, and that's what happens. Like, what am I doing? I am, but all right. But what I'm saying is, emotionally, clean out your clutter, do something symbolic to get rid of him. Yeah, and don't be Tokyo. And I want to say it's an emotional thing. So I want you to take your, it's if you want to work with chakras or any instance with like that, I would do just symbolic things that would just toss away in the trash.
Yeah, get rid of anything that makes you think of who you were, what could be.
Delete Facebook, get off all that crap, and just get on and just act like you don't have time for it.
He said, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Make it super, super easy for him. Done. Great. You don't want it? He does a bit. But access denied.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's keeping it real with Angela Eros.
Real great. Real great with me.
Yeah. See, she thinks she's great. She thinks she's great.
If you have a question, email us